Hello everybody. Today we're gonna do a get ready with me for photo shoot /tag Q&A /tag really.
Oh fuck.
/ story time. I'm getting ready for a photo shoot with my friend Anae, but it looks like it's gonna rain, so I don't know yet what we're doing. We might have to stay inside. I asked on my Instagram for questions you guys wanted me to answer or things you wanted me to talk about. I'm wearing this crop top, leather shorts, and not this jacket, but this one, and then probably some white chunky heels or some sneakers. I don't know yet what vibe I'm going for. Yeah, cute, simple. Yeah, but I like to be comfortable when I'm in the house, when I'm getting ready. So this is coming back on. I just got back to the States, finished setting up my apartment, and I'm really happy with how it turned out so far. The living room's still a little empty, but so far we have a couch in there, keyboard, just got a table and chair today, and a carpet, but it's so big, we have so much room. But let's get going. So, fresh face. I just got out the shower, so I have my hair up, it's wet, it's drying. But this is some German face cream, and it's matting, which I really need in this humid and hot weather, because if I'm just gonna put on regular lotion, I'm just gonna melt it right back off. And this is really light, not too heavy. I like to use the heavier stuff at night before I go to sleep, like oils and like fatty creams. And yeah, like I said, I asked people on my Instagram to ask me questions. I think while I'm getting ready, we can just, go ahead and get into it. First question was, do you struggle finding new friends? Yes and no, because I am a very open person. I get along with most people. I can adapt to any situation or place that I'm at. I feel like over here, a lot of times people, yes, they're open, but it's hard to find real friends. And then on top of that, usually you find your friends in high school. I don't know anybody from here. I didn't go to high school here, and I see local people who are from here, and they're, they have all these friend groups, and I don't really have a group like that where everybody gets along. So sometimes it's hard to like figure out what to do, like who do I want to hang out with, because it's usually just one person and not like a group. I'd say yes and no. I think I put in enough effort in finding new friends, but I wish I had more friends here for sure.
Dear Diary, no one feels pain as deeply as I do. No one suffers like I do. I am different. I am alone.
Question number 2, what makes you see? This is my first time doing this, trying to answer questions and do my makeup at the same time, and I'm already behind with the makeup. So I'm just gonna go straight in with my concealer. I don't really use foundation because I'm pretty happy with my skin right now. I have some, red spots and pimples. My skin has been really shitty for my, like how my skin usually is. So the next question was, what makes you truly happy? That's a really good question. And I think that is still something that I'm trying to figure out, or that people figure out throughout their whole lives. What makes me happy is beach volleyball, working out, hanging out with my friends and family, food. Oh my fucking God, food. Love food. Like, food really makes me happy. If I eat some good food, like, I'll be in the best mood possible. What are your goals in life? Dang, that's a really broad question. One of my goals is to have a family, so I do want kids and a loving husband. I want to have enough money to the point where we're not struggling, we're comfortable. I want to travel, I want to see the world with my family, with my husband, and I just want to have enough money to where we have more freedom to do the things that we want to do. I want to be successful in whatever career path that I choose. I think one of my biggest goals, which I hope I will be able to fulfill, is just running my own business and being my own boss. I don't know, I feel like I'm already not seeing myself working for somebody for the rest of my life, because like I said, I again want that freedom of being like, okay, I'm successful enough where I make my own schedule enough to the point where I can just take the time off when I need to, go on vacation when I need to, just see the world, have fun, enjoy life, Money or love? Bitch.
Tell them to bring me my money.
I want to say money, but I know that for me, for the type of person that I am, it's always going to be love. because why would I want to have money and no love? I don't want to live a life where, you know, I don't have people that love me close to me, or where money takes over me and my soul and what I enjoy and becomes my #1 priority all the time, because I feel like that way you just kind of lose yourself, become greedy. So I would always choose love. Love is beautiful, love is kind, love is patient. Big in that hole, big in that hole. Yo. Next question. Are you planning to stay in America? So that's like usually the #1 question that people ask me, whether I am in Germany or the US. And honestly, I don't know. I don't know yet. I have my visa for another year now. Honestly, if I don't find something, a job that I like, a company that's gonna sponsor my visa, in a city that I can see myself living in, I'm gonna come back, because there's no point in me forcing myself to stay here if I'm not gonna be happy. And in the city that I'm living in now, I don't want to stay here any longer than this next year, and I don't see myself being happy here because it's just not for me. But that's a whole nother topic or discussion. I mean, it's tough. My whole family's back home, and if I end up marrying somebody here, I'm gonna have kids, they're not gonna really see their grandparents. I don't know, it's all a really tough decision, but I think the main reason for me to stay here is if I actually meet somebody that, you know, I see myself spending my future with. That would be a good enough reason. Boom. What is your definition of a perfect date? Ooh, I think going out to eat is the safest and best option. I don't need you to bring me roses or anything too much, because we don't know if we're gonna like each other, and I think those are all things that can come later on depending on if we go on another date. But I also really like just going to the park. That doesn't really involve spending money on either sides, and you can just talk, and I feel like that's the best way to figure out if you know, sync with somebody. Just talk, because if you have to like force a conversation or it just won't flow and go how you want it to, you already know, alright, the vibe isn't there, I don't really fuck with you. So going to the park, maybe bring some drinks, some snacks, sitting down somewhere, kind of like a picnic, that's the way to go, my G. Alright, next question is travel destinations for 2024. Where are we going? Where are we going? So I just started my job. I don't really have that much time off to travel, but my family and I were planning to go to New York during New Year's. So I don't know yet if I'm going back home to Germany for Christmas, probably, or if I'll just meet them in New York. I don't know. That's just something that we're thinking about right now, trying to figure out. That's the only thing we've planned. I do have the weekends off from work. Some blush. German brand. I do want to take weekend trips, and my goal is to go to New York this year, but like I said, we might already be doing that in the summer. But I do want to go to Atlanta again, give it another try, because I really haven't been liking Atlanta so far. I don't know if I went with the wrong people, did the wrong things, but I don't understand the hype about it. I just don't get it. But yeah, Atlanta. I want to go to Chicago again for sure. I love Chicago. Yeah, really up north so far.
Hey, yo!
Maybe try and go to Florida since I'm kind of close. I don't know. I like the beach. You know, I don't like the hot weather, but maybe when it's a little cooler, I like going to the beach. I really was not expecting people to ask me so many questions, and I was like, yay, I love that. I was so excited. I was like, damn, got hella questions. Next question. Best advice you have ever gotten? Oof. That's a tough one. Good question, but hard to answer. And before I actually put on my lashes, I'm gonna put mascara on since they're individual lashes, so I gotta see where the gaps are. But let's think. Best advice I've ever gotten is probably to not take things too personal and be a little more lighthearted, and just, I don't know, take people as facts. Don't try to change them or try to change situations. Just accept them for what they are, and don't break your head overthinking it or trying to change things. Yeah, and just don't take things personal. Like, think, oh, they did this because of me, or they did this because I'm not enough, or they did this because of me. You know what I mean? A lot of times people don't really have those bad intentions, and it's not because of you, but usually because of other circumstances, or because that's just their character. What's the point? You don't want to be sad or upset, you know, overthinking something or making a bigger deal out of it than it really is, which I know it's way easier said than done, but that is one of the best advice I've ever gotten. It actually came from a book that one of my friends gave me, which I still haven't finished, but it was written by Robert Greene. If you had to eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? One food for the rest of my life? Sushi, I think. I think that's something, you know, that I can survive off of, first of all, and that I'm not gonna get sick of. I would usually say some sweet because I got sweet tooth.
That is excellent. Hold up. The flavor, you know what I mean?
And I always need something sweet after a meal, but my stomach's gonna hurt if I just eat sweet things. So that, or any dish with like rice in it, like some Asian dish, Thai curry, I don't know, something that's just like nutritious and delicious. Next question, when will you be mine? I'm sorry, but that's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna, you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna, nah, it ain't gonna work.
I'm so weak, bro. So this is gonna take a while, so let me finish putting these lashes on. I'll be right back. Continuing with the questions. What made you start with YouTube? Is there a particular reason? So I've always watched YouTube, love YouTube, have a lot of favorite YouTubers, and I've always wanted to try it because it kind of gives you just the opportunity to have like a creative outlet and just do whatever you want. Like I decide what I create and I can make it however I like it or how other people like it. And I don't know, I've had some of my friends tell me, oh, I could really see you doing that, like your personality really fits with like a YouTuber, or like I can see you doing that, can see you, people watching you. And I was like, okay, you know what, I'll do it. You know, I'm from Germany, I'm studying in the US, that's pretty uncommon. Came here on a scholarship to play volleyball. Like every time I tell that people, either here or back home, they're like, oh my god, like they're so intrigued. They're like, I've never heard that. And sometimes I forget how special or impressive that really is, and that I can give myself some more credit. You know what I mean? Yeah, I will show you guys the finished makeup look in some better light, but of course we also got to do our lips. But yeah, that's the reason why I really wanted to start YouTube. I've always wanted to try it out, and I feel like now's the time, since I'm out of school now and I have more time to actually do the things that I enjoy. And I gotta sharpen this. So 3 last questions, one of them being German food or American food. Girl, German food all the way. European food in general. We don't eat as much, sorry, but fake food, especially when it comes to like groceries or like going to the restaurant. We don't have as many chains. We have more like personally owned franchises, like family owned. So it's all freshly cooked and like a different menu. The menu changes. And I don't know. I don't even think I need to explain this, because if you've been to Europe, you know what I'm talking about. The bakeries and bread alone. Come on now. Ooh. Craziest PBSC experience or story. PBSC, Palm Beach State College, which is the college that I went to before I went to UNA, which was in South Florida. And I've been thinking about this all day long, and I think the craziest experience will probably be right when I got there in 2018. First day that I got there, the girls on my team told me that they're going to Miami tonight. And of course I was coming with them. Also, if I didn't want to, they probably would have forced me. And we were trying to get into a strip club, but all of us were like 18, 19. Nobody was 21. We actually ended up getting into a strip club because one of the girls, like, I don't know, she knew somebody who knew somebody. I'm not sure how we got in there, but it was a pretty small strip club, nothing too crazy, a little ratchet, and they kept telling us to go on stage and twerk. So a bunch of us went up on stage, or them. I was just standing there. I was just like, whoa, what's going on? And started twerking, and he, you know, the dude on the microphone, the entertainer, said, oh, take your clothes off, take your clothes off. So one of the girls, she had a jumpsuit on, which was tied around her neck, flashed her boobs to everybody. And that made us get into VIP. So they put us into VIP, which was like an extra room, but you could look outside, but nobody could look inside, like tinted windows. And they gave us free hookahs, liquor, everything. Like we just had our own little section. And it was the most random and lit night ever. We drove in 2 cars, but it was like 12 of us. So like 6 people in each car. Had to drive an hour to Miami. But imagine, 18-year-old young German girl, just graduated high school, goes to Florida, moves to another country. The very first day she gets there, goes to a strip club with her new team, gets put in VIP, gets everything for free. Come on, that's like a story I can tell my kids one day. But the last question, what's the worst vacation spot you've been to and your favorite? That's a tough one. I don't think I have one favorite. I'm like, oh yeah. Places that I was disappointed by were, for example, Paris. I just thought it was so dirty, and I don't know, really wasn't that special to me. Otherwise, I think I've liked pretty much every place I've been to. you know, had their, you know, ups and downs, but I think Paris was like the biggest disappointment that I've had so far. So this is the finished look. This isn't the finished look, but yeah, still haven't done my hair, but I just wanted to show y'all the makeup. The lights. Hey, it's a party, it's a party, it's a party. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I sure did, and I look forward to creating more content. Hey.